What is up, book nerds? NFL Madden tier list. This is going to be me ranking NFL teams based on Madden ratings. These are not my opinions, but I will sprinkle in my own thoughts on these horrible ratings. We start off with the best team in the league, supposedly the Baltimore Ravens at 93. Why are they 93? They didn't win the Super Bowl. They didn't make it to the AFC Championship. Yes, they made moves in the offseason. We see that they added DeAndre Hopkins, Chidobe Awuzie, Jair Alexander. I think that they are better going into this season compared to what they're coming out of last season. Do I think they're the best team in the league? No. I think that go to the second highest rated team, the Eagles at 91. The fact that they're two ratings behind the Ravens is just insulting to me. And this is a Giants fan speaking. The Eagles, they just won a Super Bowl, and they're not the highest rated team in the league. They have so much on offense and defense. I mean, you have Saquon, Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith. You got A.J. Brown on the defense. Cooper DeJean looks like he's going to be a stud. He already has a pick in the Super Bowl. You got, who was the other cornerback they drafted last year? They got Jalen Carter. They got Lane Johnson on the offensive line. They arguably have the most well-rounded team. Then we got the Chiefs at 90. You got Patrick Mahomes. You got Travis Kelce. Your receiver room is what's been the last couple of years. Not great, but Mahomes has neat receivers. Then we got the Bills at 89. Josh Allen being a 99 does help this case. You got James Cook, as long as he stays with this deal negotiation. Their wide receiver room is not the best, not the worst I've seen out of this team. Their defense is still solid if it can stay healthy. Then we go to the Vikings at 88. This is surprising that the Vikings are, in their opinion, the second best team in the NFC. This is surprising. J.J. McCarthy is a complete question mark, though they do have arguably the best 1-2 punch at receiver of Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. You got Brian Flores' defense. They didn't lose him to being a coach. That was great. That was a big help this offseason. You got Kevin O'Connell on offense. So you arguably have two of the best play callers on each side of the ball. Then you go to the Lions, which I'm starting to question this Lions team. They tied the Vikings in 88 overall. Jared Goff is still good. They have a great young defense. Their wide receivers are still pretty good. They got the tight ends. It's Sam Laporta. They got Dan Campbell as their coach. They're definitely going to be contending for the NFC North and still be contending for the number one seed in the NFC. Then we go to the Texans. Am I surprised to see the Texans up this high? Not really, at an 87. Definitely, they're going to be locked in at the 4 seed for a decent while now because the AFC South is such a mess. But they are not on par with most of the AFC heavyweights. The three-headed dragon destroys them every single time between the Ravens, Chiefs, and Bills. They have C.J. Stroud, which it probably bounced back in year 3. I think that was just a sophomore slump. Now his game kind of got figured out. Then we see the wide receivers were injured last year. They drafted basically a whole new receiving core just in case the first set gets injured. Then we got the Broncos. The Broncos are my pick for possibly having the best defense in the league right now. Ravens and Eagles might give them a run for their money, but right now, this is the defense I'd bet on if I was in fantasy. If you're a fan, pick up Denver's defense. That's going to be a steal. You got Bo Nix going into year 2. Hopefully, he pans out more like Jaden Daniels in year 2 rather than Jaden Daniels is only year 1. Just don't pull C.J. Stroud, Knicks, please. Steelers. This is the same with Steelers, 86 overall. Going to get 8-9 wins. Nothing more, nothing less. 49ers, 86 overall. That's a big question mark. Because how is this team going to function out their defense? They basically got destroyed in free agency. CMC is coming back. Hopefully the injury bug doesn't come back for round 2. Because they can actually be a pretty good team if they're not injured. Then that the Buccaneers, very similar to the Texans, and they're a solid 4 seed. If they're able to bring in Michael Parsons, I think that's really going to bring them into a big NFC contender. Then we got the Commanders at 85 overall. They're going to be contending for the NFC East. It's never had a repeat winner in like 20 years, so Commanders might be a sleeper pick to actually win the division. But you got Jaden Daniels going into year 2. You got to pay Scary Terry. You got the Cowboys 85. The Cowboys have fallen behind, and if you can't get Micah Parsons signed by week 1, if you lose Micah, yeah, Jerry Jones needs to fire himself. Bengals, you have arguably the best offense in the league and arguably the worst defense. 85 overall works. Patriots 84 overall. I'm surprised to see him this high. Got Drake May going into year 3. I like what I've seen, but I haven't seen him compete in the playoffs. Maybe New England can make a playoff push this year. I don't know. In the stacked AFC. Then the Packers at 84 overall. That's actually surprising that someone said the Packers and the Patriots on the same tier. Considering the Packers have made the playoffs the last 2 years. And I'd say Jordan Love is more proven than Drake May. They did lose Jair Alexander, but he's just been over. I think he's already one of the most overrated cornerbacks in the league. And they still have a good running back, and they have 5 wide receiver 2s. Chargers, 84 overall. I'd say that's fair. I put them over the Patriots. You got Justin Herbert. You got Jim Hardball's defense. You got who's their running back right now? I don't even know. But hopefully they don't do what the Chargers do every single season in the playoffs. If you can make it there. Then we got the Rams. They are very low, for my opinion. 84. This defense is good. Offense, if Matthew Stafford's healthy, as good as ever. I really think their biggest moves, they need to bring in Michael Parsons. Because if they could bring Michael Parsons and Aaron Donald back, that's how you beat the Eagles. Like that is how you win the NFC. If you have Jared Verse, Aaron Donald, and Michael Parsons all on the same defensive line, that would go crazy. Then we got the Dolphins at 83, kind of falling back to being the worst team in the AFC East. Surprisingly, I agree. If y'all seen my Miami Dolphins prediction video, I actually agree they are the worst team in the AFC East right now. And I think they might need to go into a rebuild because they can't keep being the team that they are. They're like a worse version of the Steelers right now, with going 7 to 9 wins in any given season, and you can't make it out the first round of the playoffs, and you can't beat a team that's actually good. Then we got the Falcons. Kyle Pitts may break out there at 82 overall. They have played one of the easiest divisions, yet they cannot seem to win. And we're starting to get into teams that we can see coaches getting fired. I can see Dolphins and Falcons coach getting fired. Raiders, I think Pete Carroll is pretty safe. 82 overall, I'd say that's fair. You got Geno Smith as quarterback. I still think that one season is carrying him way too far. And then they got their running back. Ashton Genty. He better not suck. Because everybody is, including myself, has rated him so highly, he better not suck. And that Max Crosby defense, you're a pretty good team, but you got to play the Chiefs twice a year. Then you got the Bears, 82 overall. Pretty alright team, but in the NFC, you're a forgotten team. You got Caleb Williams, you got a pretty good wide receiver core, decent running backs, and your defense is okay. Cardinals, the only thing 81 overall. The only thing outstanding about this team is their tight end, Zach Ertz. On that, everything else is completely and utterly bland and forgettable. Kyler Murray. Does anybody know if he's actually good or not? Because some games I'm like, this guy's actually good. Other I'm like, the little guy sucks. Can I get some consistency? Will it be consistently good or consistently bad? I'd love to see something consistent. Then we got the Seahawks, 81 overall. I'm worried about Sam Darnold. I was actually having a conversation last night with a Seahawks fan. And yeah, I'm worried about this team. 'Cause that offensive line is not as good as the offensive line in Minnesota. And y'all have to play the Rams, 49ers, and the Redbirds. Granted, the Redbirds are going to be okay. I mean, the Cardinals, yeah. Yeah. Browns, we're starting to get into the real sucky. And they rated, yeah, this team, 80 overall. You got 6 quarterbacks. Maybe one of them are good. I can't even confirm that any of those 6 quarterbacks will be good this season. Who's your running back? You got Jerry Jeudy as your best receiver. You got Myles Garrett on defense, which, like, hey, you kept him, but you have a Lamborghini in the trailer park. If anything, trade him, get some capital, because by the time the rest of your team is good, he's going to be gone. The Giants, I don't feel good going into this season. 80 overall. Why do we have the worst schedule in the league? I get it. We got to play the Eagles and the Commanders twice a year. Could y'all not have thrown us a bone with our out-of-division matchups? Couldn't have? Really? And then the Jets. Justin Fields, good maybe? On that, the rest of the team is more or less the same squad. They got worse with Aaron Rodgers than Zach Wilson. Same old Jets. I'm expecting 6-7 wins. 7. Panthers. 79 overall. I think that might be a little harsh. Bryce Young, he's okay. You got Chuba Hubbard, who's actually good. And you got actually a good rookie tandem in Tet McMillan and who's the other rookie that looked really good in the late round? Jags. Now we're starting to see that what I'm saying. Trevor Lawrence is the next Daniel Jones. And other than that, I don't have a lot of confidence in your team. Though Liam Cohen, he was good with Baker Mayfield, but the last offensive coordinator went to Carolina and they didn't get better. I don't expect the Jags to get better. The Saints, surprisingly not the worst team in the league. 79 overall, that's fair. You got Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shuck. God bless you. And the rest of your team is old. Colts, Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones. God bless you. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that is what you... How is Anthony Richardson already injured in the preseason? The man is made out of glass and can't throw a ball. I used to be really high on that kid. And he had Daniel Jones. Yeah, good luck. He's your problem now. Titans, 77 overall. You were the worst team in the league last year. Don't expect y'all to be that much better. Hopefully Cam Ward's good. Who knows? He could be the next Jaden Daniels. Like and subscribe, hit the bell notification to know if I want to upload next. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. What is up, book?